Concerned for his family, he makes a call. But it can't be connected.
That happens every day.
That happens every day.
Cell service has become unreliable as war between Israel and Hamas rages on. Halil Sayer, a Palestinian living in Washington, D.C., might go weeks without hearing directly from his family in Gaza.
So you're living days at a time wondering just if your family's alive or not.
Absolutely.
I mean, how do you deal with that?
It's hard. It's very difficult for someone to look at your elderly mother and father there, your youngest brother and sister, my nephews, just the newborn nephew Khader, and thinking that I can do nothing to stop their pain.
Halil fears for his family's safety. Although Israel has said it is focused on destroying Hamas, innocent Palestinians, including women and children, have been killed. According to the Gaza Health Ministry, the death toll in Gaza has reached more than 18,000 people. According to an Israeli estimate, about 7,000 of those killed have been armed Hamas operatives. But among those caught in the crosshairs, Palestinian Christians, including Halil's family members who are huddled together with hundreds of other Christians on the grounds of Holy Family Catholic Church in Gaza. This video from last month shows reaction inside the church following a nearby missile strike. And more reports indicate the church took on damage over the weekend after a Israeli army strike destroyed parts of the church complex. Luckily, none of the Palestinians taking shelter were killed. Halil is concerned about their access to food, medicine, and security, especially after a historic Greek Orthodox Christian church compound was hit in an Israeli airstrike in October, resulting in the deaths of 18 people. Some were Halil's relatives.
3 kids of my relative and close friend Rami's were killed.
Halil believes that Christians in Gaza, who are already in the minority, making up much less than 1% of the population, totaling less than 1,000 people in all, have a great struggle ahead as violence continues.
With what's happening right now, do you feel that the Christian identity in that region could be lost if this continues?
I think so. Unfortunately, when this war happened, one thing I heard from all the Christians that were leaving: we want to leave, we don't want to stay there. There is no reason for us to lose our lives.
And for those who try to return to their homes in Gaza, he says there might not be much to come back to.
Gaza is not a place that can be re-inhabited soon. The infrastructure is completely destroyed.
Christian roots run deep in the Middle East, but among many Israelis and Palestinians, the Jewish and Muslim faith traditions play a major role in everyday life in a conflicted region that historically cannot achieve peace.
You have these two different world religions represented in Judaism and Islam. What perspective, I guess, can you bring to the conflict as a Christian?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I sometimes find myself thinking, well, Christians can't have any impact as Christians, given that we're less than 1% right now, right? But one thing that always our priests used to say is that we are the salt of the earth, right? And the salt tend to be very little, but yet it's supposed to bring certain taste to it. And that's, I think, our role. Our role is to be salt of the earth. I do believe that Christians have role in peacemaking and role in bridging the gap between the two sides.
Throughout all this, are you relying on your Christian faith?
But to be honest with you, Mark, it's really difficult. It's difficult in the sense that one feels like he's one of the Psalms writers, when you're literally saying to God, where are you from all this pain? Where are you from children being killed, women, where are you from my family being starved and others? In the Christian story, one of the most important elements is that the same way I feel, God feels this pain. And I think there's something comforting about that.
Mark Irons, EWTN News In Depth.